Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The big brother and big sister-in-law CP fandom finally received fresh crumbs, only to collectively spiral into panic. Just yesterday, Guo Yuhan and Xiaoxu officially announced their second collaboration, the long-form drama Winter Sunshine. The setting flips their dynamic from Summer Fendra's forbidden crush into a full-on office enemies to lovers arc. The poster slogan went straight for the kill: the more you hate, the stronger the spark. Within minutes, the comment section exploded. Some cheered like starving wolves seeing real meat, screaming, "Finally! A real CP comeback before the end of the year, I'm alive again!" Instantly poured cold water, please, not another forced kiss plus misunderstanding plus car accident trilogy. Don't drag our cold, elegant god into the mud. This CP, who once created 30 billion views with Summer Fendra, is now worth a small fortune. Together, they secured an international skincare endorsement, covered mega screens during Spring Festival campaigns, and their CP commercial fee has tripled. But fame comes with its own storms. Guo Yuhan broke out with her villain role in Autumn Jade, but her next drama she flirts too well collapsed in popularity, earning the online joke. When she's not standing next to Xiaoxu, her CP magic evaporates. Meanwhile, Xiaoxu has been soaring unstoppably. 2 short dramas in a row surpassed 2 billion views each, crowning him as the ceiling of the short drama world. What fans debate most now is their off-screen boundaries. During an makeup live stream, Guo Yuhan addressed the dating rumors with just one cool line: clear conscience, focus on the work. When Xiaoxu was asked whether he'd watched Guo Yuhan's new drama, he simply smiled and dodged the question. That very attitude, neither distancing nor hyping, only makes expectations for Winter Sunshine skyrocket. After all, the brutal rule of the short drama market is simple: CP chemistry decides hits and flops. Lone wolf actors rarely survive. The official announcement for Winter Sunshine eerily mirrors the rise of Summer Fendra. On September 20, 2025, the drama hit 100 million views on day one, crossed 1 billion in 4 days, and ultimately shattered short drama records with 30 billion views total in the series. Xiaoxu's portrayal of Jo Shengam became legendary through acting alone, from restrained gazes to eyes reddening, from trembling fingers flipping through documents to silent longing that made viewers' hearts collapse in slow motion. Meanwhile, Guo Yuhan perfected the delicate stubbornness of Bai Qingwei in the scene where her father dismisses her worth. Her tears fall silently into a champagne glass, the soundless breakdown that instantly went viral and cemented her as a queen of micro-expressions. The director insisted on maintaining a high concentration of conflict, which netizens instantly translated into human languages: forced kiss, misunderstanding, car accident, full combo package. This setup split the entire fandom into 2 very loud camps. One camp cheered like they had waited their whole lives. Finally, 10 episodes of workplace enemies tearing each other apart before they finally injected into my veins. The other camp clutched their chests in fear. Please don't ruin the delicate emotional layering of Summer Fendra with industrial sugar. And their worry wasn't baseless. Summer Fendra exploded precisely because it refused the usual cliches: no slap fights, no IQ-dropping misunderstandings, not even a stock villain, just 2 people falling in love through subtle emotional escalation, every glance and every breath landing like a feather but hitting like a hammer. It was the drama that proved micro-expressions could be more lethal than 300 episodes of melodrama. Xiaoxu, born in 1998 but carrying the mature, steady face of a man born in 1978, is affectionately called Baby Uncle by fans. A decade in theater polished his raw voice so thoroughly that audiences joke he comes with built-in reverb and Lucky to Meet You at divorce time. He redeemed an entire character arc with nothing but a subtle flare of his nostrils, one tiny breath, and the audience collectively forgave his past sins. Guo Yuhan's path was the complete opposite. Even after graduating from the Central Academy of Drama, she could only grab small cannon fodder roles in long dramas. In acknowledgements of joy, her total screen time added up to less than 40 seconds, and the final credits didn't even bother to type out her full name. But she refused to give up. When she shifted to short dramas, her workload became legendary: 72 hours of filming without a single real break, collapsing into a squat and sobbing the moment the director called cut. In 10 months, she starred in 8 dramas, carrying entire productions on her back with pure grit. That brutal persistence pushed her to the throne of short drama queen. So when the 2 of them reunite for Winter Sunshine, it's not just another CP comeback, it's the collision of 2 wildly different destinies: him, the theater-honed actor whose every inhale is a performance; her, The battle-scarred fighter who clawed her way from background roles to the pinnacle of the short drama world. Maybe that's why fans are so terrified and so excited at the same time. If the drama leans too heavily on melodramatic oops, it risks betraying everything that made Summer Fendra a miracle. But if it succeeds, if it captures the same delicate tension, that same slow-burn gravitational pull, then Winter Sunshine might become the CP phenomenon that defines 2025 all over again. And this time, the audience is no longer watching a drama, they're watching two careers, two life paths, and perhaps two hearts, colliding under the brightest spotlight yet. But the real storm arrived the moment their joint endorsement dropped after the campaign aired. A certain Twitter brand rushed overnight to restock the exact t-shirt Guo Yuhan wore during her barefaced livestream. Keyword click-through rates surged by 42% in 1 hour, yet the internal report revealed a cruel truth. Guo Yuhan's solo conversion rate was 3% lower than her couple conversion rate with Xiaoxu. Their duo brand power brought in more public domain traffic than she could ever generate alone. That dependency became painfully obvious, and blame her for being too flirty. The drama's total heat stalled at 78 million, all its screen volume was cut in half, and its dubbing rating landed at 6.8, a full 1.2 points lower than Summer Fendra on Red Fruit platform. The heat score updates every hour. 2 weeks without posting is enough to drop an actor from the top of the charts. Guo Yuhan's episode 3 pull-away scene had the highest dropout rate, and the platform quietly cancelled plans for season 2. Meanwhile, Xiaoxu's new historical drama Paparazzi Shots casually climbed to the top of the trending list. And the most liked comment was still, "This aura, only he is worthy of Guo Yuhan." In the platform's official CP index ranking, WCP remained in the top 3 with a 5-star score the algorithm calculates based on interaction frequency. Guo Yuhan's new pairing barely scraped 2.5 stars. The director tried desperately to blame her for being too flirty, boasting that he had used movie-level camera language, but the audience could not be fooled. They were already watching at 1.5x speed. The rain kiss scene, shot like a glossy MV, backfired completely. Bullet screens mocked it as pure industrial sugar. Zero soul. Instead, clips of the second couple, the side CP, went viral on short video platforms, their compilations even surpassing the main storyline in total views. It was a brutal contrast to Summer Fendra. That legendary light tunnel scene, the slow breathing tension, the fingers brushing, the half-step retreat, accumulated over 300 million views on Douyin for a single clip. Episode 69's bathtub kiss even pushed BGM Rose Thief to the top of the music charts for 11 consecutive days. Inside the industry, people already understood, Winter Sunshine was no longer a drama, it was a battlefield. Because behind the scenes, Guo Yuhan wrote in her actor's notebook, Xiaoxu's eyes have hooks, and Xiaoxu, despite skyrocketing traffic, insisted on returning to the theater stage between shoots because, only there can I remember what real laughter from real people feels like. This kind of dangerous, unmanufacturable action, half emotional combustion, half artistic instinct, is precisely what the short drama assembly line cannot replicate. It is the one variable the industrialized system cannot control, polish, or quantify, which is why, whether the CP is real or not, whether Winter Sunshine explodes or collapses, everyone in the industry is watching them like a live experiment. Because if their chemistry burns again, won't just revive a CP, they'll reshape the entire short drama economy. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.